This is Radar from the Red Entertainment Blog coming to another edition of MLB Observations Week 14 of the 2021 season. Let's start at the bottom. The teams that played, where I didn't have an issue towards the end of the week. A's, I seen Jed Lowry and Reimer Laureano back cleanup. We voted. If you got Mitch Moreland, Marcano if he's injured, fine. But you got those two guys, Matt Olson and Chapman. That's the middle of your lineup. Red Sox. Tigers see Bobby Dell back 8th or 9th when he's proven he's a pretty good hitter. And they're batting utility guys ahead of him. And then Rafael Devers, he's perfectly suited to bat after the J.D. Martinez Bogarts thing. Not second, he's number 5 hitter. Yankees, TJ LeMayo's on a leadoff hitter, nor Judge is number 2 hitter, but they keep doing this. They put power guys second, and guys are not leadoff hitters, leadoff spot. And then Duar's playing left field due to all the injuries the Yankees have. There's nowhere else to put him. And TJ LeMayo got to start at third base. I'm like, dude, just play and Duar at third base and give TJ LeMayo the day off. That's all I'm going to tell you. Mets, Tigers think Lindor second when they need his bat in the middle lineup, and McNeil batting him leadoff, batting him 5th or 6th. That's not where he belongs. He's a contact dude. Maybe bat him 2nd or bat him 8th. Mariner, Pitch Haniger, not a number 2 hitter. Murphy's on a number 5 hitter. He's the backup catcher, and Torn's the backup catcher, not should be DHing. Tigers seeing first baseman Bowers in the outfield and Shed Long on second baseman in the outfield. You have Trammell, you got Fraley, you have this Kalenic guy up, you have Kyle Lewis. You got all these dudes, like, why are you not playing them at their extra positions when you got enough outfielders? Okay, I do like the J.P. Crawford leading off. They finally fixed that. Rangers, Nate Lau's not a number 2 hitter, and Adolis Garcia's number 3 hitter, and Dahl's not a number 7 hitter. You got Dahl for offense and Lau for offense. Bat them, because Dahl was batting behind a catcher who got to start a catcher, and a catcher who was DH. I'm like, what are you doing? And we won it. Xander Falefa is not a shortstop, nor is a leadoff hitter. I like that he was batting low in the lineup. That's where he should be. The Diamondback, Rojas, not an outfielder. Pavin Smith, if he's not playing the outfield, if he's playing the outfield, that's fine to play him in the corner, but he's not a center fielder. I've seen him make bad plays. I've seen Josh Reddick make bad plays in center field. You guys are playing him out of position. Dave Peralta, not a number 2 hitter. He's been successfully in that 3 to 6 spot. Nick Ahmed is not a leadoff hitter. He's never been a great hitter. And Van Meter, stop wasting your time with him. Giants, Lamonte Wade Jr. is an outfielder. Stop wasting time at first base. You got Darren Ruff and Wilmer Flores, and he called up this Vossler dude. Dickerson and Yaz are not number 3 or 4 hitters. They're contact guys. And Slater's not a leadoff hitter, nor a center fielder. Angels, Quintana should not be in the bullpen if you're paying all this money. And I'm tired of seeing their Rojas. The Angels have a Rojas. Tyler Ward, a catcher in the outfield. Brandon Heath, second baseman. Phil Gosselin, a super utility second baseman in the outfield. Blaine Infield's in the outfield. Gosselin batting 4th. Stassi batting 5th. Like, no, those are backups. And Ohtani should be batting in the middle lineup. If the likes of Upton and Trout and Rendon are gone, you need somebody to help Jared Walsh in the lineup. And then the Royals, Zimmer and Irvin Santana pitching out a bullpen when they don't have a great starter. It's either been Soler or now they have Carlos Santana batting second. Like, dudes are middle of the order hitters. What are you doing? Andrew Benintendi, I'm glad he's back from the disabled list and batting second, but I'm tired of also seeing Hunter Roberto, super utility guy, batting 5th. Then Dozier and O'Hearn are corner infielders. Stop playing them in the outfield. Whit Merrifield, if you're going to play him in the outfield because you don't want to play Soler or Dozier, but stop doing it when they're not in the outfield. That's pretty stupid. Twins, Arraez not a left fielder. And Nick Gordon's not an outfielder. And Killaroff, he's an outfielder. Play him in the outfield. This Larness dude is a rookie, so putting him 3rd is a lot of pressure. And Donaldson, we've been over this. He and Arraez should not be the 1-2 punch in the lineup. And Polanco should not be the 2nd hitter or the 3rd hitter. I think if you do bat him, maybe bat him 5th or 6th. Goldsmith, we've been always the number 2 hitter. Tommy Evans been a leadoff hitter. Why'd you put him in the 5th spot? And DeYoung was batting in the middle of the lineup before he got hurt. Now he's batting 7th or 8th. Like, I don't get that. And now Dylan Carlson's leading off, but I'm like, he's not really a leadoff hitter. I only put him 2nd because my other choices are Harrison Bader. And I'm like, I don't think I want Harrison Bader batting 2nd. Braves go as Ronald Acuna, Freddie Freeman, and Ozzie Albies should not be your 1, 2, 3. Albies should be 2nd, and Acuna Freeman should be middle of the lineup. And now RC is up. And because obviously there's no room in the infield, he's playing the outfield. Like, it's stupid. We wrote this Marlins. Marte, not a number 2 hitter. He's a middle of the hitter. And Miguel Roa is a contact hitter. He should be batting not 5th. He should be batting top lineup. And Garrett Cooper, I know he won his bat at the same time as Aguilar, but the two of them should not be playing at the same time if you're going to play Cooper in the outfield. Tigers. We went on a Scope, and Willie Castro should be playing their 2nd and shortstop natural positions. Stop moving them over to first base and second base, respectively, so he could play utility player Harry Castro, Nico Goodrum, or this Zach Short guy. Like, what are you doing? Robbie Grossman, he's not batting leadoff anymore, but he's not a number 3 hitter. And Haas, I know his bat's been on fire, but he's not a middle of the order hitter batting 3rd or 4th. And I know you want his bat in the lineup, but he's not a left fielder. You don't really have a first baseman. Just play him at first base instead of left field because he's making bad plays. Indian Cesar Hernandez, we know this. Number 2 hitter his whole career, not a leadoff hitter. Hale Ramirez was a backup, not be batting in the middle of the lineup. And Bradley's a young guy, he's not be batting 3rd. White Sox. Moncada was great batting 3rd, not bat him 2nd. If you want to drop him 5th. Gavin Sheets, you called them up. You got Jake Berger, Andrew Vaughn. You got all these power guys. You bat in the middle lineup. Don't bat him 2nd. because I don't want to see the Garcia, Adam Engel batting 5th. I don't see Brian Goulden batting cleanup, Adam Eden or Billy Hamilton batting 7th. Got a bunch of speedy contact guys you're putting in the middle of the lineup. And then the Astros, we know this. Altuve's a number 2 hitter, not a leadoff hitter, and Brantley's not a number 2 hitter, he's a number 3 hitter. It was nice that Straw McCormick batted 1 and 2 before, but it's not always the case. And Alvarez, not a great outfielder, and this Jones guy they have, he's not an outfielder. What are you doing? Reds, we want it. Winker's not a number 2 hitter, and Stevenson, who's a backup catcher, should not be batting 2nd. Not a good hitter. 3rd and 4th is way too much. And then I see Suarez batting at the bottom of the lineup. I know he's having a bad year, but he's not a number 7 hitter. And I'm glad Aquino's back, but he's not a center fielder. And now they have this Lopez dude they called up, and he's like now Nick Senzel, a second baseman playing center field. And then we've been over this. Mike Freeman and Kyle Farmer, natural born catcher, natural born first base, respectively. Stop playing them as shortstop. Usually teams have a backup infielder who actually was a shortstop. That just makes no sense. Cubs, Wilson Contreras, Chris Bryant. They're middle of the order hitters with Baez and Rizzo. They should not be batting leadoff for 2nd. Patrick Wisdom should not be batting 2nd. Hayward's never been a great hitter. Why is he batting 4th? And by playing Wisdom at 3rd base when he's not a 3rd baseman, when he's really at 1st base, you're playing Chris Bryant in the outfield. It's a stretch already in right field and left field, but center field is way beyond the mark. And then I don't want to see, Wisdom batting 2nd, because that's just not where he belongs. And the Blue Jays, Biggio's not a number 6 or 7 hitter. He should be the top of the lineup, because Simeon makes more sense batting in the middle of the lineup because they need that power than him batting leadoff. And he's not just playing first base, Biggio. He's already playing outfield with the stretch. Just let him play 3rd. And then Grichuk and Springer are taking turns in center field, so it's half the damage, half the time of them not being center fielders. And then when you get to the Rays, we've been over this. Choi is a middle of the order hitter. Wander Franco is a young player. Don't give him the pressure of batting 2nd or 3rd. Wendell's not number 3 hitter, he's a backup. Rosaro's not a second baseman. And then Brandon Lau, not a leadoff hitter, and he's your everyday second baseman. Stop playing in the outfield. And then Colin McHugh, you're wasting him out of the bullpen when you don't have enough starter. And this Brujon dude, I'm guessing the Rays make everybody utility players because they list him as an outfielder. Now he's playing second base. Pirates, you know, Jacob Stallings, Ben Gamel, they're not number 4 hitters. They're really backups on teams. And Wilmer Defoe's a backup. Should not be in the middle lineup. Wilmer Defoe, as a backup, okay, you play him everywhere. But he and Phillip Evans should not be playing the outfield when first base is kind of wide open with Kyle Moran's injury. Because rookie Nogowski was an outfielder. They played him at first base. And he also pitched in the game. And then Tucker, he's following Yadier Gonzalez's footsteps. A natural-born shortstop has to play first base. Tucker was already playing center field last year. Like, what are you doing to this guy? And the Pirates, Brian Wells is an all-star. I'm happy for him, but he's not a center fielder. And Brian Hayes is not number 2 hitter. He's too good of a hitter and driving in runs to do that. Brewers, you got Avi Garcia and Christian Yelich. Bat in the middle lineup. Don't bat Yelich 2nd. Willie Damas has been on fire. And Omar Navarro is a competent offensive catcher. Not a great defensive catcher, but not your middle of the hitter. Nationals, your lineup's been pretty perfect, except for when you got Schwarber lead off and Soto 2nd. You got Josh Harrison, you got Trey Turner, top of the lineup. You got Yan Gomes, Josh Bell, and Starlin Castro to support Schwarber and Soto. That's a great lineup. Just continue to do that. Padres, Fam's never been a leadoff hitter his whole career. Profar, I know there's no room in the infield, but stop playing him in center field. And Cronenworth and Grisham are contact hitters. They're not middle of the order hitters. And when it comes to the Dodgers, if you're already playing Matt Beaty and Bellinger in the outfield, 2 first basemen, why are you playing McKinstry in the outfield? He's a second baseman. And again, Muncy, if he's not playing first base, that's where Bellinger or Beatty should be. Stop wasting him at second base. He's not number 2 hitter. Taylor's utility player, not batting 5th. Albert should not be batting 2nd. And again, Nelson and Price, they should be starting if there's an opening in the rotation. Philly, you pretty much had the correct lineup until you started screwing it, where Gene Segura was batting 2nd. Now he's leading off. McCutchen and JT Realmuto have taken turns batting 2nd. Odubel Herrera's bounced all the way to 6th spot. Like, what are you doing? You had it Odubel Herrera and Segura at the top, and Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, Andrew McCutchen, and Reese Hoskins are good in where they belong. And Andrew Knapp, the backup catcher, is back on the disabled list because I saw him pitching. And then Luke Williams, I guess he's the next Tom Kingery because he's an infielder playing center field. Okay, thanks for listening to another edition of MLB Observations, Week 14 of the 2021 season. For On the Radar and 10 blog, I'm ready to see you guys next time.